and this is the online dance movement, and I think I've just got it on landscape, so I don't know how to actually look into the camera. Oh goodness me. Well, this is our chair-based exercise. So how do I do this where if the camera's over there and I'm looking here, I don't look like I'm looking at you? This might have to be an experimental one. I was thinking I'd save this to Vimeo, but I don't know that I can do that if I can't look into the camera. Goodness me. Well, now let's just see. I've got some music here that I've actually got working better. All systems go, everything's working now. I've got a new computer. Hallelujah. All right, so let's just work on relaxing our shoulders to start with. I think I might have to turn it to portrait. This is driving. How does this look, Ornella? It's on landscape, but I don't know where to look. I have to look over there. I suppose if I... So let's just do our shoulders anyway. I won't worry about it. But it's putting me off because I'm looking over there. Do you know what I'm going to do? Oh no, I'll keep going. Okay, one shoulder up, down, up. Bring them forward. Bring them back. Bring them forward. Up, down. Use the whole stretch of the side of your back. I'm going to move back a bit so you can see me on this landscape view. Now take one arm up, and now I want you to press down on the side where the arm's lifted. Look straight ahead. But if I'm looking straight ahead, Ornella, the camera's actually over there. So if I, I'll see when I watch it back, I suppose. So let's now take our arm up here and press down that side of the body. So even sort of press your bottom down into the chair on that side. And other side, press the bottom down into that side. Now, try pressing on the opposite side. So you're pushing that bottom, that cheek down into the chair on that side. And then you're pressing the cheek down on the other side. All right, so we've got up, pressing on the same side cheek down into the chair. Now when you lift your arm up, be careful that you're not lifting your shoulder. Remember that this class, when I said in the announcement, and I didn't repeat it here, we're working on the thoracic spine for this class, which is all about the part of the back that goes from the base of the neck down to about, you know, where your back curves, where people lean back from, that part of your back. So it's that kind of middle back section. So pushing down with your bottom cheek into the chair, pushing down with your bottom cheek into the chair, pushing down with the opposite cheek into the chair, opposite cheek into the chair. Got it? Just that. We'll do that to start with. And if I decide to change it up a bit, which I probably will, just follow me. I love it that the music's working better. Isn't it good? The other one, the speaker was going and it was just a mess. Let me see. I like this. This sounds like those old movies, you know, when they're getting ready to do something, or at the start of one of those sitcoms. I do recognise it. All right, arm up. Press the bottom cheek into the ground, or into the chair. Now the opposite one. Press the opposite one. Let's start again. Same side. Really feel the stretch. Push that bottom into the seat. Push that bottom into the seat on the same side. Now, opposite. Someone's ringing me. No, don't ring me. 08. Who's that? Queensland? I'm not answering it. I'm doing it live. Okay. So, once more. Once more. We're doing it a bit faster. Opposite. So it's the same side we just did. Opposite. Again. Opposite. Opposite. It's funny, isn't it? Very good. All right. So let me come closer. Let me come closer to you. And now I have to wave. Oh, this is all so different, Ornella. Wave to you because I'm just not used to everything being like this, because normally it's down lower. Now it's up higher and it's like this. And I'm thinking, what can you see in my kitchen? Hope it's not too messy. I've just moved some things on the bench out of the way. Shouldn't have said that, should I? All right, now, as we're looking at thoracic spine, we're going to need to look at the head position, aren't we? So if we've got our head here, we need to move it back because that's where we want our head to be now. For those of you who have seen these videos before, you know that we're not going to be moving when we move our head forward, when we move it back, we don't move the back with it, do we? And that's the first thing most people do. When they do their head, they will go forward, and I say move it back, and they go like that, and they shift their whole body weight with it. So this is where we learn to isolate the movement so that we've got forward and back, and it doesn't affect the rest of the body, does it? Not at all. So forward, back. We might do forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, side, side. Oh, my head's creaking, neck's creaking. Side, and then with the ribs, side, 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 side. Okay, got that. Let's do that with the music. We can use the same music. I like that. And because I like it, that's what we're doing. Such power. Don't take the body with you. Again. Looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Good, good, very good. All right, now I'll just turn this down. You can have it in the background a little bit as a bit of background music. Now when we're focusing on the thoracic spine, we're going to be looking very closely at this part of the body that can get quite rounded and humped. It's very, very common, very, very common. And a lot of it is because of our posture. Quite simply, you know, if we're standing and we're leaning our weight back, which is really how often it happens. If we've got our weight back, our head comes forward just to balance us. Because if we're holding our weight back and our head's back, well, we'll just fall over. So we need to bring a heavy object forward to balance ourselves. But what happens as a result of that is we can end up with a really humpy bit here, a rounded bit here. And some women can get what they call, you know, a dowager's hump. Well, we're not going to go into that. We don't need to worry about that. It's just that if there is a bit of fatty deposit there, improving your posture and clearing and helping the lymphatic system to move is going to help that considerably. So let's just now think about when you bring your head back, feel the activation of the muscles on the back of your neck. Now, if you were to stand, I might show you this. This is not actually chair-based, and please don't do this. Please don't do this if you're not able to do it, and it's going to, you know, it's going to be too hard, and if you think it's going to hurt you. If you've got a real hump here, you won't be able to do it without putting your upper back on the wall. But this is quite a good test just to see how you're going. Now, if you find you do it and you can't do it without putting your upper back on the wall, it just means we really have to work on that upper back. Doesn't mean you're going to be able to fix it, but you're going to be able to really work with what you've got and get the most out of where you are at now and stop yourself from getting worse. So let me see, because you can see me here. Here's a wall here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm lying against the wall like that. I'm just putting the back of my head on the wall. So I'm going to take, you're a long way away now, aren't you? I'm going to put my feet, oh, there's a handle there. Put my feet on the wall, put my feet away from the wall and put the back of my head only. So we don't want to have our heads like this. We need our head position correct. So the only part of your head on the wall is the back of the head. So you do that and your feet are away from the wall, so you can make like not an arch, like a plank with your back not touching, and engage your core, belly button to the spine. Don't take it out, so I had it out too far. So you don't take it out so you're stressing your back. So you've made your back into a plank, and what's working now is the muscles at the back of the neck, and you'll feel that going down the back of your neck, down your spine. But make sure you're not arching. Plank, belly button to the spine. Bring that belly button to the spine. And don't stay there forever, because it can be quite sore on the back of your head doing this. And then when you finish, just step away. But that's a really good, don't do it for too long. Just do it, for about as long as I did. That's enough, because it's pressing on your head. Your head will be okay. Your head's strong, you've got the skull around it, but that is a very good one for becoming aware of the activation of the back of the neck muscles. And you can even do that anyway, just to kind of get them to tone. That was a little bit different, wasn't it? All right, now we're going to go over our scapular stabilization, because that is vital. And when I say vital, I mean it's not. People say vital in the wrong place, really, don't they? Because if it's vital, somebody told me this once, actually. A professor told me this once, or an associate professor. She is a very smart woman. And she said, people say vital all the time, and it's not vital. Vital is when it's life-threatening. But it's really important to your upper body health to be able to draw the scapulae down. Core stabilization of the shoulders is going to help your whole upper back be lovely and smooth, not humped. We don't want the shoulder blades to be protracted, to be sticking out and winging and being, not having any tone around the musculature. So the way we improve the tone around those muscles is to draw them down. So this is our exercise. We're going to sit up using the Alexander technique. We need a bit of music while we're doing that. Say music because I kind of like it. Sort of sounds like getting ready for Bewitched or something like that. So, just sitting in your chair, sitting on your sit bones. Nice and tall. Now, you're probably more aware of the back of your neck now, aren't you? And I've heard Adam Preslocky say the back of the neck, like you've got a fishing wire coming up the back of your neck. That's really nice because a fishing wire, nice and taut. You know, that lovely stretched feeling. So allow the neck to be free. Allow the weight to go forward and up. Allow the back to lengthen. And when you think of lengthening, think of the tip of your coccyx, the pointy bit right at the end of your spine, right up to the top of your head. And you don't need to change your pelvis position to do that. Just think of that whole thing lengthening. There are little curves in the spine. It's not going to be really jet straight, but that's the imagery we're creating. Allow the back to widen. And when we allow the back to widen, feel it right across your back. Feel it right across your front, because we're not opening the back and doing this, are we? Allow it to widen. Allow the shoulders to fall apart effortlessly. Allow the hips to release. There should be no tension. This is active lengthening through relaxation. Now, head position, it's beautiful. Ribs, open. Just allow them to open as you breathe, just as an exercise, not as a practice of breathing. This is just an exercise to open them out to the sides. You might be able to just push them open yourselves without even breathing. I've said before in an earlier lesson to just practice doing that, just so you get them mobilized. Now make sure you're sitting right up on your sit bones. Engage the core abdominals. Breathing out. And the belly button will move to the spine. Or you can sing a note. Ah. Oh, that was almost okay. And let that belly button move to the spine. Now feel the scapulae drawing down. Feel the sides of your body lengthening as the scapulae draws down, and you lift upwards through your spine up to the top, as though you've got a water fountain going right up your spine and out the top of your head. So you have this beautiful lifted feeling, but you've got the drawing down of the scapulae, the lengthening of the spine. And now we're just going to keep our arms as effortless as possible. Thumbs must be in an upward position. And draw the scapulae down and feel that. Feel the back of your neck. You've just done an exercise to grow your awareness of what that feels like to activate the back of the neck muscles. So draw the scapulae down. You should be feeling it. Is your belly button to your spine? Are your hips nice and released? And your shoulders falling apart? Yes, that's wonderful. And now as you draw your arms down or lower them, like they're floating down, like they're feathers falling from a building. And your back is like a canvas. And your wing bones are like blobs of paint rolling down that canvas as the work of art that you are. So let's come up again. That's good. And feel that. Get right into the zone of really being mindful about what's happening in your body. And as you do this, see if you can feel your skin all over your body as you're breathing really naturally. That's good. That's great. Now, what you just did was the best exercise for core, for your shoulders, which in turn plays into the whole upper body area. So now we're going to, I'll give you another exercise now where we're going to use this. We're going to use it now. So we're going to think about our thoracic spine. Now, quite often, if you're tight at the top of your spine and in your lower back, you usually will have issues in both areas, or you might have pain in one and real tightness in the other. And what happens when you think about a tensegrity system where if, say you've got a ball and you press on it somewhere and it shifts the energy by doing that. So if you think of your spine as having one amount of energy, now you put too much here and put too much here, it's going to take away the balance from the middle. So this is why it's really important to allow the shoulders to be free and to not be holding an excess tension in this area, because it's going to impact all the way down. Same as your lower back. If you're standing, if you're pronating, for example, maybe that should be another lesson. We'll do that in another lesson. But just very quickly, if you're rolling in on your feet, it throws tension into your lower back, and then you end up with lower back pain. And that's very, very common. So what happens as a result is you're probably going to be tight at the ends and weak in the middle. And that's not good. So let's work on that weakness in the middle by drawing the scapulae down, making sure that belly button's moving to the spine. Are you forward and up? Are you appearing that you're in a forward and upward direction? So we're going to go push. Now, when we do this, we're going to push up, come back, push up with the heels of the hand, push into the chair, and I want you to actually feel that scapulae and push it down. Don't squeeze it in, push it down. And push it down on this side. On both sides really, but really you're stressing one side, aren't you? Where you've got your hand, your arms straight, pushing into it. Okay. And then we're going to take our arms to first and down, first and down. When we come to first, draw the scapulae down. See the shape I'm making? I'm not like this. My upper arms are lifted. Everything's on an even plane. We're at about the height of the sternum. So we're doing a high first position, which is a boy's first position. All right? And keep lifting, scapulae drawing down. So it's up, push both, draw both wing bones down. Up and up, up, and we'll repeat. Ooh, she's going to work this upper body, and I've only just started. I better keep a move on though, because time goes quickly. What's this one? On hold, it's called. Let's see. I love it. The music's just coming on. I've had so much trouble. It's been the computer. It was the computer all along, because it's old. This one's brand new. It's a Lenovo. It's not an Apple. All right, so I've lowered my computer status, social status, but I don't care because it works. All right, push, heel of the hand, draw the scapulae down, belly button spine, head position, draw, push, push. Don't let the shoulders come up. Belly button to spine. Don't let that move. Okay, get ready to take the arms to second. Just the forearms. Now, carry the arms, keep the upper arms lifted. Externally rotate the forearms so they're in this position. Draw the scapulae down. Hold that position. Allongé, that was just the forearms, wasn't it? Yes. Just the forearms. Well, the music finished while we were holding it. It was called hold. See what we're doing? Draw the scapulae down and Very good. Oh, I can feel that. It's really working. We might do something for the ribs now just to get this moving. Oh, I love it when it really works. I found yesterday, Ornella, you were in the class yesterday. I found yesterday that I really worked my lower back probably as much as I should have. Like, I wouldn't want to do any more, and I knew that I needed to work on the thoracic spine today because of that. Because, as I said, you know, you work on one area and, you know, we need to make sure that everything's balanced. So we focused so much on the lower back, we really needed some focus on the thoracic spine. So now let's do our rib cage. This is sort of coming up everywhere, isn't it? It's not completely black. There's a little bit of leopard skin, just, you know. So side, 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 side. Twist. Oh, I can feel my thoracic spine. Maybe we did do a bit of thoracic yesterday. And then forward. We did do it, didn't we? Forward. Oh. And then forward. Hang on. Forward. Did we go that way? We'll then go the other way. I got confused. All right, so let's just do that. We'll just follow me. We'll do a little bit of twisting. I might even add some arms. And we'll probably do this as well. In fact, let's start with that. That's a very good one. I'm a bit tight in my thoracic spine. Maybe it's what we did yesterday. How are you, Ornella? Do you feel that you worked your back so that you can feel it in your thoracic spine today? I think I've really worked things. All this demonstrating. All right, big top. We're starting with the, we're going to start with this one. Just keep the hips facing the front for this one. Oh. Now with the hips. Twist the hips. This hip came back. Now this hip comes back. Oh. Out. Forward, side, back, side, again, same direction, side, back, side, center, forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side. Now, my favorite. Draw the scapula down. Bring the head back. Hold that there. Belly button to spine, forward and up. Release the tension from the lower back. And forward. Put the hands behind the back. Change positions and around and up. Draw the scapulae down. Let the shoulders fall apart. This is not a shoulder exercise. Belly button to spine. Feel like you're forward and up. Squeeze underneath the bottom to give it an extra little zing. And then backs of the hands together. Lift, 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 lift. And there. And change and around. Okay, one more. Oh, I felt my shoulder cracking then. but I'm working my scapulae stabilization so that will protect it. Because as we get older, as does happen, you know, the joints can wear out a little bit, can't they? A little bit of wear and tear. So the best thing we can do for them, pull that down, is to tone the core stabilization of the joints so that we're, you know, we're not going to cause any damage just by using the joint. It's really disconcerting, me looking at the screen and seeing my eyes going over there. It's weird. I'll be interested to see this video when I look back. I don't know that I've worked out the way to do this yet. Maybe I'll do this on my camera instead of on my tablet. Who knows? I'm not a tech genius, in case anyone hasn't noticed that already. So I think now what we'll do is we're going to do some arm movements. All right, so we're going to use our arms. So hopefully, if you've got sore shoulders, just take the arm positions down lower. But we're going to be using the arms and taking them up so that you're really working these scapulae. And you'll, excuse me, you'll feel it as we do that. So we know about drawing them down. You are an oil painting. You are the canvas. Your scapulae, your wing bones are paint dripping down your backs. Not squishing together and locking things in place. We don't lock in this class. There's no need to lock. Because we're not gymnasts upside down on a vault, or a beam rather, or a diver on a diving board, and we need to lock our legs into place or something so that we don't fall. We're moving. So to move with movement efficiency, things need to be nice and free. And that's what we're doing. So let's see. This one's called First Love. I don't know whether... All right, let's use this one. Oh, suddenly got all joyful. Now we're going to twist our body, keep the elbows open, twist the body, keep the elbows open. Keep the elbows open. Twist. Now, just open the arms up. This is not an allongé exercise, just opening them out. Come to the center. And open. Draw the scapulae down. Draw the scapulae down. You'll feel it. Belly button to the spine. Oh, this is a workout. Draw the scapulae down, down, down. As you're lifting up your belly buttons to your spine. Oh, it's first love. I can feel that. I don't know about you, but I can certainly feel it. Now, because we're still working on this, is the most important part, isn't it? Really, if you think about it, you could be drawing your scapulae down and going, yep, I got this one. But if you don't slide your head back, if you continue to keep your head there, sometimes you'll have to keep it a bit forward if it won't go right back. You know, if your bones have adapted to it being forward for many, 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 many years, that's okay. But you just work with what you've got. And I found that most people can just about completely correct it. So draw your head back, and then you're activating these muscles, and you're not going into an arch, are you? No, you're not. All right, let's now just do scapulae drawing down. Now, let's think about the ribs and the hips. Let's think about the space they create. Now, if you're drawing your scapulae down, you're allowing that ability to have that nice open chest, aren't you? So if you were to even arch your back slightly, everything's still going to be held in place if you're drawing the scapulae down. So let's now just lift up, draw the scapulae down. We're going to do some arm movements now. And I want you to focus on the fact that your shoulders are falling apart. They're not tense. The tension is actually in the scapulae drawing down. Your belly button's to your spine, got that? It's actually, you'll feel it in your arms. You can do it down here if you're finding that too difficult on your shoulders. In fact, yeah, do it down there, and I might go up a bit higher and then I might come down a bit lower. But just give your shoulders a roll for a minute, because I'm really working you. I'm working you very hard. And even though we haven't done anything in the legs today, we're allowed to do that because we're focusing on the thoracic spine today. And that's just the way it is. But we need that belly button to the spine. Now, for this one, I think just because I think we're going to squeeze underneath the bottom. And by doing that, that is, remember, the legs are going to externally rotate. So you feel that liftedness. And there's a little squeeze as the legs actually externally rotate. All right? So let's do that. How are you going with this, Ornella? How are you finding it on your back? Lift up. Keep drawing them down. Check the head position. Turn the head to the right. Turn, come back to the center. Turn it to the left. Come back to the center. Draw the scapulae down. You'll find you can turn your head better to the side if your scapulae are drawing down. Funny about that. Okay, just gentle roll, don't flop your head back. Arch. Keep the back of the neck long. And just the upper back. Scapulae down. Scapulae down. it's really interesting. You'll find if you've got your scapulae down, when you're in this position, if you're drawing them down, you're going to be positioning your scapulae so that they're beautifully placed, and then that allows you to have more head movement. Now, Ornella, how am I going for time? I think have I done a half an hour? I think I have. We might finish anyway because I think we've done enough on this upper back. I can certainly feel it. So maybe just let's do a bit of backstroke so that we're just moving this, massaging around the wing bones. That'll be how we'll finish. Happy boy theme. Happy boy theme. Oh, I wonder what that is. Oh no, I can't use that. I can't use that because I've got to do some special, I don't know, nutty comedy. Can I use that? Yes. Massage those scapulae. I have no idea what it's going to look like in landscape. Something new. Now, where am I looking? Where am I looking? Ornella said, look straight ahead. Oh, I can see. You can see my aga in the background. I love my aga. It's an old 4-oven aga, and it's been converted to run on wood, which I don't know was the best idea, but that's what it is. So anyway, I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.